Testing, testing, one, two, three. I think we should be live, chat, for today's overnight severe weather coverage. Tonight's really not going to be that crazy severe weather coverage because it is only actually a 2 out of 5 on the severe weather scale, but there is a little 2% chance of tornadoes, and there hasn't really been well, that much action lately, so I decided to stream. But we do have some pretty decent mesoscale convective system, kind of squall line, going to be pushing through the Kansas City metro area within the next, I would say, within the next 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Kansas City should potentially get impacted, so we're going to have to watch out for that, guys. And look at all the lightning detect. This is weather front. And we also actually do have, thanks to Can Drive, we're going to have some live video cameras within some of these storms. So that is going to be cool. It's just going to be a little hard to find live video sometimes. As you see, like this is one of the live video cameras. As you can see, pretty good. Some of them are picture cams. You see the lightning, and some of them are the live video, but it really depends. What I see, some of the cameras aren't that good, honestly. We're just trying to find a live video one. As you see, the rain droplets on some of these cameras. This is a pretty good camera, honestly, even without live video. But see, oh, see, like I just wish some of these would have live video. That's the only thing. But we're working on it. As these storms come, you could potentially find a live video camera. Kind of going to be playing it by ear though. 'Cause look, you see the storms are kind of heading in this direction. I want to find a live video camera within this general area. You know what I'm saying, chat? Guys, have any questions? Let me know. That should be at least a few. So this is downtown Kansas City right now. Too bad a lot of these aren't live video, but we are going to be kind of finding. We're going to be trying to find as many live video cams as we can. Ooh. Want to just scroll until we could find some, but we did have a great live video camera near. I believe that was near West Bridge. This was a good video camera. Kind of went down. Sometimes the storm makes the cameras kind of go down sometimes. I wish I could chat. I wish I could filter through like just live video. You know what I'm saying? Like just live video. Get rid of the still image ones. We are approaching the chat a really populated area where these storms are gonna start to move through. So there has to be a few live video. I'll refresh the website. So alright, we have some live video cams near the lake here, near Lawrence. So let's get on the radar and see. Oh, they're gonna get clipped by this storm. So the main storms aren't gonna be heading into that area. Chat. Ooh, I would not be surprised. Is that some isolated rotation? Let's go in the upper levels. Yeah, no. Upper levels are indicated. That means it's most likely contamination. But these storms are going to be entering kind of the Kansas City metro area soon. That's why I am. That's why I was trying to find the cameras. And radar estimates about 60 miles an hour wind. So this is enough for a severe thunderstorm warning. And they just updated. Is it still a considerable? Yep, damage threat still considerable. Check on the other radar side. How are these storms? Are these storms? I think these storms. Some of these storms are gonna be approaching Topeka. Yeah, we might get another view on some of these cameras in Topeka later as well. So that is pretty cool too. But Kansas City, you guys are gonna get hit by a storm pretty soon. Each poly is about 15 minutes, so 15. Yeah, so gotta kind of gotta estimate it. There's some isolated hail. Hail is mainly gonna be a damaging wind risk. Mainly going to be a damaging wind threat, and a new considerable severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued. So these are some of the live video cameras. They're really not going to get much in this area. Kind of get the outskirts. It's hard to find real good live video cams here, but we're gonna be making the best of it, chat. So look, it seems like all these cameras here are live video. That's a live video. That's live video. And this is live video. I want to find some cams though. Maybe down the street's gonna have live video. I don't really want like still image cams. So yeah, so these big storms are gonna be pushing this direction, so they are. So we want to get ideally cameras in this area. It's gonna be kind of hard, chat, to actually get the decent cameras, but is this cam? No, not live video. Where? Yeah, guys, if you couldn't tell, most of these cameras are not live video, unfortunately. But these cameras. Look on radar, guys. This is a pretty strong storm system. That's why I would like to get a live video on these cameras, but I'm not sure if we're gonna get it, chat, unfortunately. There's a few areas though, so bear with it. So it is live, but you guys see in the chat how it's pictured cams instead. Ooh, that's an interesting collab. Yeah, some of these cams don't work, unfortunately. And then, and you guys, the camera in the storm is up facing down, so that's not helpful. But there is a camera here. I might gotta search them up, to be honest. Ooh, got a little storm here, and we got a cam here. So, yeah, so we actually have a little camera. So now let's just make sure where that is. But like new considerable, I believe that's a considerable, yep, new considerable severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Kansas City. So pretty decent, yep. Some pretty strong winds are going to be moving in very soon near Alma. Oh, ooh. Yeah, pretty decent storm right now on the camera. It's not, it's kind of heading away from it though, but you could clearly see on the camera. Take a look at this camera. We finally found one with actual video. As you can see, though, some lightning in the background. Yep, you see that? That's lightning in the background. So a decent amount of lightning on this storm. Hey, Grandma. There's some late night severe weather coverage. It's really not that much. We probably won't be live for a crazy amount of time just because it's not really a big event. It's really just a damaging wind event, but we're going to be here for when these storms go into Kansas. Kansas City. This is going to be a pretty big wind bag that's going to move through this area. Man, I just wish we had more video cameras. That's the only problem. Go KC Metro, let's say. If we could even find a video cam. Ooh, I think that's a shelf cloud you see there. Could be potentially a shelf cloud, guys. Let's see if there's actually some good still image ones, though. There should be some. Let's see. Where's this at? Hmm. So that is near Princeton Valley. It's around this area. And yeah, in the future, this could have some decent views. Chad, we're trying to find the camera with like the most decent views. Live vid live video dot cameras in Kansas City. There we go. Missouri dot. Oh, I think we could use the Missouri cams too. Hey, how are you? New person in the chat. We're also just trying to find some cameras right now, because please tell me this is a live video. I don't know if I could show these on stream, so we're not going to be showing those. I know I could use these though. I'm good, nice. As you see, these storms are moving into Kansas though. Kansas City metro area, you guys gotta watch out for very strong damaging winds up to 70 miles an hour, gust likely. According to this is a considerable, the second highest severe thunderstorm warning you could get. Not really a big, I mean, 1 inch hail, the most. You're not really going to be seeing that much hail. It's really mainly going to be damaging winds for this event. As you see, 62 miles an hour radar estimates. But we're trying to find cameras at the same time so you can kind of view these storms as they push through the Kansas City metro area. There's a 2% chance of tornadoes, but I don't see anything really tornadic. Zero rotation, in my opinion, right now. Zero rotation. New severe thunderstorm warning for Kansas. I'm trying to get these cameras going if you guys don't mind. Where's it? Kansas City. Ooh. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. I wish there was a map, but ooh, you saw that lightning, guys. See, these are the cameras that we're gonna like. Look at all these cameras. I want to view the interactive map. You guys want cameras or no? Cameras or no? I'm deleting all of these so we can actually get a clear view. This is going to be showing kind of more on the Missouri side. So first we kind of got to map it. So this is Kansas City. These are where the storms are. They're kind of mainly near the Liberty area. They get more of a view in the near future. I believe most of these are video cameras. Alright, we got the cams. So, alright, so we're just trying to map it out if you guys don't mind. Alright, so this is the river, North Kansas City. Let's try and get in a good general area. So there's the river. So look, guys, we want a cam where you could see the trees, but we could also see the sky as well. Something like this. That is a decent camera we want to see. Something like this. Alright, so this cam's located. We actually got a few decent cameras, so that's good. Normally I'm more of a radar guy, but it's pretty cool to have cameras. I believe I'm allowed to show these ones on stream. Ooh, that camera's shaking. Whoa! Look at that lightning on this storm. Let's watch it for a few minutes. These storms are in fact pushing through. Look at all the lightning detected on these storms, as you can see, chat. Very heavy rain as well. Most of the storms, I believe, we're looking at, most of the cameras we're kind of looking at is in this area. I want to try to get cameras in this area. I believe we do. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat. Alright, so this is going to be the main area. I want a camera with the sky. So you see facing towards this way. Yeah, these are the cameras we want. You see facing towards the skyline. Oh, yeah. Something like this is going to be fire. Yeah, we might have just found one of the best cameras we could get. One. Yeah. Oh, pretty good cam. Pretty good camera. Oh. So far, this is the best cam. And I believe this is, yep, right in the heart of Kansas City. I believe it's around here, facing this way. Oh, yeah, they're going to get smacked by this storm. Outflow boundary coming in, too. So, this is going to be very interesting. Yep, we should be on this camera. Yeah, that cam's even shaking because that outflow boundary is coming in. So, look, this is the north of the. Alright, I think I know the spot. Yep, that's north. So, we're right here. Kansas City Metro. Yep. This should. Whoa! You saw that lightning. Yeah, this should be This is the best cam so far. We're gonna be going back and forth, checking up on this camera every few minutes. I believe this is going to be the camera. Would like to maybe get some trees, but it's better than nothing. Check up these storms. This might be a pretty decent view too. But for now, let's go on this cam and just wait. So I'm gonna have it on kind of AFK. I believe this is alright, so it is perfect timing. Who knows? Maybe a shelf cloud chat is going to come through eventually, which is actually possibility. Camera is located about right here. So if you play the storm track, they should get pretty much directly get hit by the storm. We might gotta reposition after though, but for now we're good. Taking a look at radar. These storms are kind of weakening slightly, to be honest, because it is later in the day. Also, do got some storms on the backside as well, chat. So there's really nothing regarding rotation. See, look, you see, this is just damaging winds right now. It's really that's really the biggest factor. And is this even, yep, so it's still a considerable, I'm going to read this warning tag. Severe thunderstorm was located near moving east at 50. Yeah, so these storms are racing, guys. These storms are really moving fast. Taking a look at these storms in Topeka. I believe we have cameras in Topeka on the other website. Unfortunately, that website's more live video, but soon we could potentially get some cams in Topeka to see some of these storms. And hold on, might see a little bit of an isolated area of rotation near Wenton. Check if there's any upper levels and some upper level rotation. Guys, to verify rotation, first you have to check the ground rotation. So this is very close to the ground rotation. So basically, what that means is it's almost where you're going to get on the ground. And sometimes the ground can be contaminated. So see the tilt here? The higher you go here, the higher you are looking up to the sky. So there is some isolated rotation even higher up. Kind of see your greens moving right towards the kind of browns. Greens moving towards the radar. Kind of browns moving away. Right here's your tornadic rotation. Actually, no, the red, this is more neutral. You see zero, that's about neutral. You see your greens moving towards the radar. Greens moving towards the radar. Your reds moving away. Right here's your tornadic. Possibly some isolated rotation. More hail. I don't believe that we have this much hail, but there is a hail core starting to be prominent here. So these storms are going to be coming in, and they're going to be coming in pretty hot. Let's get an update on that camera. Ooh, cam is lagging a little. Camera's knocked down. Alright. Ooh, yep. I am noting very strong. Oh, yeah. Lightning show going on right now on this camera. This is the exact camera pointed in these storms, and look at all this lightning. You know what, guys? I'm gonna remove the top bar for a little so you guys can see it better. You see it? It's coming from this direction, so in a few minutes we should get a very good view of the storm. It's even going to thunderstorm very soon, but this is kind of the not as strong storms up here. This is your main storm right now with the most lightning, and it's moving very fast too, as indicated. Look at all the lightning on this storm. Look at all the lightning. Severe thunderstorm watch, by the way, until 5 a.m. So severe thunderstorm watch for a pretty long time. I might gotta view the other app soon just to see. Chat, should we try look at a different camera? So this is the camera. I don't want to lose it. Whoa! Can I do a multi-view? Wow, look at that. Look at that, chat. Look at this camera. A little bit north. Look at all this lightning. I believe this is where's this cam? It's kind of more north. It's more this way. Our cameras here. Yeah, a lot of lightning on these cameras. Yeah. So far, So far, we have one really good camera. This is the best camera we got so far. Right there. So you get the skyline, and then you get the storms in the background. Is that a shelf? Potential shelf cloud I'm starting to see. Got potential shelf cloud I'm starting to see coming in. Check on that camera in like a few minutes from now. Actually, live radar, I mean, these storms are coming in very strong. Just damaging risk, no tornado risk. There is a 2% tornado risk, but I don't see any areas of rotation on these storms. As you see our camera's located right there. So our camera is going to be in for some action pretty soon. I believe we might potentially see a shelf cloud in the distance as these storms approach. Checking out on these storms with some isolated rotation because I thought it might have been a little bit of isolated rotation, but let's take a look and it completely died out. So it did last about one scan. Yeah, no more upper level rotation. Yeah, no more rotation. I was noting a little rotation because I mean, chat, there is a 2% tornado risk, so it is possible. How are the mesoanalysis looking? SPC mesoanalysis. The current cape right now is going down, only about 1,500 joules a cape. So these storms are going to be potentially on a weakening trend soon. Still some wind shear. Supercell composite's still pretty high. Zero violent tornado parameter, zero significant tornado parameter. Yeah, tornadoes are not really going to be a big risk. Mainly just damaging winds, not even really hail. I believe that is a shelf cloud we are starting to see in the distance as these storms are moving very quick. Taking a look, yep, that is most likely a shelf cloud going to be moving on through. Ooh, lightning. It's kind of moving this way, so we might not be looking at the main storms. Might be potentially, I don't know if we're looking to the storms to the north. I see ooh, the only question is, I don't know where this camera's facing. And I believe it might be facing south, or is facing this way. I'm not 100% sure where the camera's facing. Let's just see if we have any other cameras we could look at. At least some of these cameras are completely in the storm right now. Ooh, yep, this cam's completely in the storm. Whoa, look at this cam, guys. Wow. Very heavy rain. I'm really eager to what it's going to show on our cam eventually. On this main cam. Once these storms move on through. I believe Kansas City is going to get an extension to this severe thunderstorm warning very soon. An extension should be out. And these storms are moving fast. Yep. These storms are going straight, moving straight. So it's going to be very interesting when these main storms come into the town of Kansas City. We are currently have really only 5 severe thunderstorm warnings, so it's really not a, to be honest, it's really not a big event today. Like I said again, basically just damaging winds today. Ah. Yep. Radar estimates about 60 miles an hour. They might downgrade this to a regular severe thunderstorm warning too. As of now, it is still a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. Is that some upper level rotation? Yeah, if it is, it's very minor. We should get a very good view on the camera very soon. It's going to transition to very heavy rain soon. As now it's not really raining on our camera, but it is going to be soon. Last scan, I believe, was period. All right, so this is period. Uh, 2 minutes ago. So we are looking at 2 minutes with radar. So you are looking at 2 minutes into the past. Yeah, my reflectivity probably do an update in 10 seconds. You don't see it on the bottom board, but should update very soon. Very soon we should get a new update. As you can see, yeah, pretty strong winds that are going to be happening. Very heavy rain. We don't have any hail yet. This is basically no hail. There's no hail really on these storms. Maybe pea-sized hail at the very most. What does this warning say? Damage to mobile homes is likely because these are very strong storms. Very strong storms moving into Kansas City. Directly going to impact the city as well. Yeah, max size hail is not very high. 70 miles an hour wind gust though, so this is a big storm, guys. Get your safe spot if you live in Kansas City. Get in the house. No, you don't need to be underground, but just get in the house, honestly. Yeah, no rotation on these storms. None of these storms got rotation now. Camera's right there. Get an update on the cam. Officially 12 a.m. Camera's loading. Give it a minute. I just restart it. So now the storm to the north kind of went away, but now we're going to be having a new storm coming to town very soon. So we are going to have a pretty good view on the storm. If we want, we could have, is their cameras a little closer? Shout out to mo.org. Very good website to look at these cameras. You know what? I'm gonna put the link to these to the camera map in the chat. Guys, here's the link to the camera map in the chat if you guys want to use it. Shout out to them. Really helpful. Really helpful camera map. Yeah, these storms are approaching the Kansas City area. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a shelf cloud very soon. I'm just not sure. The only thing I'm not sure, guys, is where the camera is actually heading to. Not heading to. I don't know. I don't know if the camera, though, I don't know if it's pointing north or it's pointing towards this storm. It does not say the direction of where the camera's pointed to. That is the only downside. A lot of lightning, though, on these storms. Let's see. Look at all the lightning on these storms, especially near the storm that's going to be hitting. Sorry about my dog. That's going to be hitting Kansas City soon. Look, very very strong lightning on the storm. Yep, 60 miles an hour. Where they might be a chance, chat. They downgrade this to a regular severe thunderstorm warning, not really a considerable. Because I am noting a little bit of a weakening trend. You see, not as much reds, not as much reds. Now it's a little bit more on the oranges. Still some heavy rain and damaging winds. Going to be a roll. Probably gonna stream. Yeah, we're probably gonna stream until these storms pass through the Kansas City area. Because I am eager to see what it's going to look. They're probably going to extend the severe thunderstorm. Because right now the main area of Kansas City isn't even in this warning, by the way. Sorry, we're a little tired, chat. While we look at that, let's actually take a look at when's the next time we could potentially be streaming. If there is a hatched wind risk as well. Tomorrow, and we might be live tomorrow, but I'm a little busy tomorrow, so and then we probably won't be live for a while. By the way, guys, August is known to be like one of the worst times for severe weather season, by the way. It just updated this, and it is still a considerable. It just updated the severe thunderstorm warning. I'm surprised they didn't include downtown Kansas City in it yet, but we should be waiting on that soon. Better wait. Let's take a look at these storms. If you guys are wondering, this weather program I'm using is a GR2 analyst. That is a big hail. Radar's estimating almost 4 because I don't think it's that much, but I think it could be potentially some 2-inch size hail here. If this storm was to have more rotation, this would be the storm you got to be a little more concerned about. It is considerable. Yep, 2-inch size hail on this storm. So radar sometimes overdoes the level. Sugar almost 4-inch size hail. I think that's a little bit overdue, if you want me to be honest. But yeah, these storms are going to be moving into the area, so we should see a lot of rain on the camera soon. Maybe even a shelf cloud, but I'm not sure where it's heading, where the camera's pointing to. So you're not even an inch size hail, unless max gusts are going to be 70 miles an hour, though. Sustained winds off radar are still about 59 miles an hour wind, so this isn't going to be a big storm. Storm track from motion. Yep, this is going to be heading pretty much straight towards our camera, guys. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Storms are getting a safe spot, getting the house if you live in Kansas City, Gladstone, Missouri City. Especially it's going to be your normal thunderstorm. These thunderstorms are very normal this time of year in Kansas City. So not going to be tornadic, which is the great news. Just some really gusty winds and potentially some damage to trees if you're unlucky. But you are going to have to watch out, though. Soon we're going to check up on our camera.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Whoa, and they did just, I believe they just upgraded this to a destructive. Or no, I believe it's this storm for hail. It's probably destructive. We likely do have a destructive. I just want to make sure where it is. Yep, so we do got I was right. Destructive severe thunderstorm. This is the highest level severe thunderstorm warning you could get is because of almost 3-inch size hail. And I believe we might actually have some cameras here. So after the storm passes Kansas, we could potentially get some cameras here. I'm getting the other website as well. Yeah, if these storms move towards the Topeka area. Look at that, guys. Destructive. Yep. Destructive severe thunderstorm warning. You wanna know why, guys? Because of very large hail. And I would not be surprised if possibly some rotation is starting to potentially get going in the upper levels. See, this is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Getting to say has a baseball, guys. Baseball sized hail right now. We don't have any cameras in this area, but baseball sized hail. Any rotation in the upper levels. Some isolated rotation in the upper levels. But we have to monitor it. This is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. These storms are not really heading towards Topeka, but we might be able to see if these storms Oh, these storms might be heading towards one of the cameras. So this would be real. We might actually see some hail on the cameras. These storms aren't moving as quick though. Let's check up on the Kansas City storms. This is a considerable. Oh yeah, our camera's about to get hit by the strongest part of the wind very soon. And speaking of camera, let's get a live view on it right now. How's the camera looking? So it is starting to rain now. It is starting to rain in the camera. Lightning is getting way more pronounced. The lightning is getting way more pronounced. And I don't think we're gonna see a shelf cut because I don't think it's facing the right direction. I'm gonna see if we could find a camera facing the right direction. Whoa, did that camera just go out? I don't believe so. This camera's gonna show like mainly the winds and stuff. So that's gonna also be cool to check up on this cam as well. So got a camera here. That's gonna be pretty good. I don't really see a shelf cloud. So maybe there is no shelf cloud associated with this. There is a chance that could potentially happen. But we are going to be going back and forth with these cams. Which camera thinks better? Original camera or wait, or the new camera? Let's just watch for a few minutes. Is there really lightning on this one? Only three severe thunderstorms. One is a destructive though. That's the highest level severe thunderstorm you could get. Look at the wind on this, guys. Storm is going to be approaching. Can we look at boat? Yeah, I still think this camera looks better, I'm not gonna lie. Kinda gonna rotate to be honest, but yeah, big lightning on this. The lightning is gonna be right over our camera very soon. There it is. New severe thunderstorm warning for Kansas City itself. Also for Blue Springs, Buckner, and Independence. You have a severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, Kansas City's about to get hit by these strong. Wow, yeah. 63 miles an hour winds coming in. And I believe this is not a considerable. The storm might have weakened, but still do have some really strong winds that are going to be moving through. Going to be moving through the area. No rotation on these storms. So that is the good news. How's the destructive going? The destructive severe thunderstorm warning, because yeah. So alright, so it is a little bit on a weakening trend, so that's good, but still very strong. Let's see if we're gonna get a hail on some of these cameras eventually. Any upper level rotation? Barely anything, if anything, upper level rotation. Not enough to get a tornado warning, but very large hail on the storm. Yep, this is destructive for hail. 80 miles an hour is a destructive for a sustain for a gust, but we're not in for that though. With that very large hail's gonna be very damaging too. This line is about to impact. This line's about to impact the Kansas City metro area, going straight towards Kansas City. Our camera's gonna be experiencing probably some decently sized winds very soon. You're gonna see it change really quick on the camera. Last scan was a few minutes ago, so we are due for a new radar scan. Gonna Update on the camera. The winds, whoa, that was a lot of lightning. The winds have not really arrived yet, but the winds should really start to arrive soon. We're also going to check up on this camera, going back and forth, because you can see more of the wind and trees. So wind is starting to kick up, but the main winds are not there yet. Main winds are not there yet. But there's a lot of lightning starting to be detected. And they did just downgrade the destructive, so we no longer have a destructive severe thunderstorm. We have 3 severe thunderstorms right now. Normally, I would never go live in this little type of event, but whoa. I don't know. I don't think this is accurate. Radar showing up on the newest scan. Big winds about to impact the Kansas City area. And we are going to see pretty good these views because we got about 3 good cameras to see what's going to happen. And I don't believe it's 87 miles an hour gust. I don't believe that. But you never know. Still going to be at least 50 miles an hour. So they could potentially upgrade this to a considerable, because it does look like it is on the strengthening trend a little. But big winds about impact. Our cameras are located here, by the way. So we are going to see very soon these storms impact the area. How's the winds? Yeah, I see some shaking. This camera's probably going to shake a little once the main action comes. I would not be surprised if the cam starts to shake a little bit. See these trees? Though, yeah, the trees are starting to move way more than earlier. Ooh, cam is starting to shake. The winds are about to arrive. Winds are going to arrive very soon. New radar scan any sec. Yeah, this can go right through the heart of Kansas City. Yep, new scan. New scan just came out. Yeah, this storm's about to arrive. New scan has just came out, and 17 more seconds for a new scan of velocity. Whatever you're on, sometimes it takes a little longer to appear. 3, 2, 1, downloading. Alright, new scan for velocity. The same for SRV, and yeah, they are showing very strong winds, which are about to move onto our camera. So, our camera's probably going to be impacted very soon by these winds. I don't know if we're going to get the best view. It honestly really depends, but in the future, the storm's going to be heading towards Independence. You're going to be heading towards Blue Springs, near Buckner and Raytown. So, pretty big storm going to happen. I believe we do have cameras in those areas as well. It was a 70 miles an hour wind gust source law enforcement. That's KDP doing. Yeah, so this is kind of indicate the heaviness of the precipitation. I don't really use KDP that much, to be honest. Products I mainly use is reflectivity, velocity, spectrum width for turbulence, ZDR, something like correlation coefficient, and ROT. And how the echo tops are 51,000 feet, so the echo tops are ranging. pretty high. I believe they just upgraded this to a considerable. I said they were probably gonna upgrade this to considerable. Let's take a look on the other radar. Yep, so they did upgrade it to a considerable. That has not surprised me at all. The winds are looking a little stronger. How's the winds looking like? Whoa, that was a big lightning strike. This is crazy. Yeah, we're gonna look at this for a little bit. Yeah, winds are really starting to kick up now. Take a look at the other cameras. Oh, this might be the best camera to look at now, I'm not even gonna lie. Camera is in fact starting to shake with some heavy rain as well starting to be there. Yep, main storm is basically in now. Still gotta wait a little bit on the wind, but the main storm is in fact in Kansas City right now. Yeah, and this went down a radar indicated, so really only two severe thunderstorms and one considerable. Yep, yep, this, oh, wow, yeah, radar is estimating very strong winds, and they did upgrade this. Good night, thank you. Thank you for tuning in, Grandma. Probably not going to stream that much longer, because it's really not, we're really just seeing how, like, the cameras are doing and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. We have it's some very strong rain over here. Yep, very strong rain on the VIL product over here. KP is indicating some heavy rain as well. Storm does look like it might be weakening slightly, to be honest. Let's take a look at this camera, because this is going to be the prime area. Let's look at the camera now. Camera is officially in the storm. Yep, the winds aren't really that bad as of now. Look at that rain, the camera is shaking a bit. I can't lie. Whoa. Very heavy rain on the cam right now. Look at that. Visibility is also way down as well, and the wind is starting to kick up. Whoa, that lightning was crazy. Oh, here's the wind. Wow, that was a big gust. Yep, here's the wind. Look at that. Cam is really starting to move now and shake. The visibility just got way worse. Look at that. Four cars have to drive through this. Does it look different on this cam? Yeah, this is the best cam right now, in my opinion. Wait, which one? I believe it's this one. Yep, I know. It's this one. Yep. Look at that. Look how this is a live look at the thunderstorm right now. This is the live look on radar as well. Very big storm right now. Let's take a look at this storm near Topeka. Still some decent hail, about 1.65 inch hail. Yeah, no rotation in the upper levels, to be honest. Just a damaging wind and some hail possible. Storm is officially in Kansas City right now. So these storms got to Kansas City relatively quick. Camera does look pretty cool. Very heavy rain right now in Kansas City right now. We're live for an hour already. Thank you guys. Try to be live until some of these severe thunderstorms expire. It's probably gonna be a little bit. How are these storms doing? There's no way this is trying to form a hook. I don't think so. It's not that type of environment. I mean, you never know though. It is semi-discrete. Yeah, no rotation in the upper levels. New scan came in. Yeah, this is a strong storm. This storm is moving at 45 miles an hour. This storm is moving very quick. Yeah, this look at this. It's a big storm. Let's see if we have any other cameras. Oh, this is gonna be a nice camera once the storms get to it. It's near just east. Yeah, this is around this area near Blue Springs, I believe. So this is near Blue Springs. I'm just taking a look at these other cameras. To be fair, this one is my favorite so far. Look at that. You get some trees and you get a clear view. So this is going to be a good view. It is already raining in this area too, so it's near this area I believe is near a Blue Springs. And yep, these storms are going to be here before you know it in Blue Springs, near Buckner, near Independence. I'm excited to see if the thunderstorm looks different as it kind of pushes through on a different view as well. No rotation on none of these storms, but Still pretty interesting. 47,000 foot echo tops on these storms. So very big, not big, but very tall cloud tops. You know what we haven't did today, Chad? We haven't took a 3D. Nah. Have not took a 3D on none of these storms. Yeah, and there's nothing much to be honest. So it does get a little boring, but it's a little less boring because we actually have cameras and stuff. So pretty cool. Topeka storms, how are they doing? Kind of congealing into one. This might kind of head towards the Kansas City area, like for a second wave. I would not be surprised if Kansas City, you guys do get another wave of storms within the next hour and a half. Not probably 2 hours then. Yeah, when the storm gets to Blue Springs, we're gonna get a nice view of this storm. I might shoot another. I'll probably shoot another half an hour, something like that. Guys. I'm not a big fan if you see radar smoothing, you know. Because to be honest, I like to see every pixel on the radar. At least you look, if you put smoothing, this pixel is gonna be kind of cut out. Very heavy rain right now. Let's see. I believe it's gonna be kind of heading. Yep, right towards Blue Springs. Yep, right towards Blue Springs. Wrong cam. How are these storms doing? Yep, look, visibility's getting significantly worse on these storms as the main storms are going to be starting a push through. The camera should start to shake. Dude, that lightning's insane. Look at all this is on weather front by the way. Look at all this lightning. Speaking of a little bit of off topic, let's check up on the tropics. Look at Hurricane Layla. I think that's how you pronounce it. Look at that. This storm actually rapid. This hurricane. Look at all the convection on this storm. Looks like a buzz saw, pretty much. And potentially Hawaii could be under the risk again. Eastern Pacific is very far today. Not for today, but. And the Atlantic is pretty much completely dormant as usual. Because of La Nina. That's why. No, El Nino. That is why. Let's see. Is the GFS even showing any possible storms? Maybe a little bit, but it's not going to be till like August 27th. It's not going to be for like a very long time. I don't know if you see, but visibility, wow. Visibility is deteriorating by the minute. Earlier we could have swore like kind of those hills. Now we can't even see that. That is because these storms are moving through, and yet this storm has weakened with the winds. Now it's mainly just heavy rain. The winds are not really going to be as big of an aspect. They should probably going to downgrade this to a regular severe thunderstorm, and yep, they already did. I believe so. Wait, no, it is still a considerable. We're probably going to have to update this very soon, the National Weather Service, and downgrade it. I don't see why this would be really a considerable, because so far looking at radar estimated winds, it's not really 70. Possibly still 70 gusts though, so I would leave it for now. These storms are heading towards Blue Spring, near Buckner, near Independence, and near Raytown. So these storms are going to be here pretty soon. Let's get an update. Topeka storms. Yeah, I'm not really noting any rotation, to be honest. Yeah, these storms are about to go on our camera, so This line of storms, kind of squall line, is going to be on our camera soon. So I wonder what that's going to be. Probably just heavy rain, frequent lightning. Yeah, visibility is deteriorating though. You go live tomorrow. What cams would we use? Oh, yeah. Oh, so we would use Mississippi cams. These cameras, they got them all across. All right, that's interesting. They got the whole state of Mississippi here. Not Mississippi. Missouri. Did I really just say Miss? Wait, was I saying Mississippi all these times? Oh, I hope not. My bad. Missouri. Yeah, Blue Springs, Missouri right now. There's no way I was saying Mississippi all these times. Let me double check. Greatness. It's starting to move now. It's shape. The visibility just got way worse. No rotation though. Yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, we're gonna end the stream in like 5 minutes, chat. Because there's only two severe thunderstorm warnings right now. That is the main reason. Weather front. Look at all that lightning on weather front. And they did downgrade this. It is no longer considerable. That is not very shocking to me. Ooh, look, a little bit of a flash flooding report from Zach. Streets are halfway flooded. Yep, so there is a good amount of floods. And they did just, yep, they did just significantly shrink the severe thunderstorm warning. So that is pretty interesting near Blue Springs. I believe the camera we got is around the Blue Springs area. So yeah, should we just wait at chat? Should we just wait at this point until the storm maybe passes this? When does this expire in here? They probably would extend this anyway. 1 a.m. Storm should be here by 1 a.m. So here's when they shrunk the severe thunderstorm warning. So did they make it move slower? So it is starting to stall, not stall out, but it is moving slower. It was moving at 50 miles an hour. Now it's moving at 35. So it is moving at more of a general normal thunderstorm way. But this is ooh yeah, this is the flood report. Streets are heavily flooded. Heavily or no, halfway flooded. Wow, that's not good. Yeah, there's like no rotation this entire day. These storms are going to hit Blue Springs very soon. Yep, I believe the camera could be potentially already getting hit. Um, I'm an idiot. Oh my gosh. Where is this in location? Yeah, so it's near Blue Springs, around there. So yeah, this camera is going to get hit very soon. That is a new severe thunderstorm warning. It is just an extension. I'm gonna start to do my outro, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. So actually, it wasn't the longest stream. There was not really, to be honest, chat, there was not really that much action tonight. I had fun though tracking. I'm glad it wasn't a tornado coverage, so that's good. It was not a tornado coverage. Didn't even have one tornado warning. Did not even have one warning in today's stream. So that is always the great news. So we do not want tornado warnings, chat. So I'm very glad there was not yet. Kansas City is no longer in the severe thunderstorm warning, so that is the great news. Downtown Kansas City is though. You guys gotta be weather aware. Just basically just get in the house. Just don't go outside, and you're going to be good. Is that some upper level rotation? Yeah, barely any. Oh, come on, if there's like really something, but probably gonna be signing off for the night. One last check. The very heavy rain and some damaging winds approaching Blue Springs near Topeka, Kansas. Taking a look at that. Yep, there is no rotation, some hail. I believe there's some hail embedded. Yep, about 1 inch size hail. A little bit more than that. Flash flooding reports in Kansas City a little bit. And that is about it, chat. Good night, Raymates. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys on the next live stream. I'm not sure if it's going to be tomorrow or in a few days, but thank you guys so much for watching, chat. And peace out, chat.